Well, hello everyone. This is Robin Carter with Robin's Creations. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas. And today I'm here to share with you my third set of alternatives using the September 2024 paper pumpkin kit named Autumn Abundance. So if you are new to my channel, let me welcome you. And those of you that are returning, thank you so much for watching. And those of you that have already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I believe I am 41 or 40 away from hitting my next goal. So if you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate your support by hitting that subscribe button. There's an easy button to hit at the end of the video that'll show where my online store is, how to subscribe, and a previous video link. So if you would consider subscribing to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, also, I want to remind you of a few things going on at Stampin' Up! Don't forget to register for the World Card Making Day. It's an online event that is free to register for. You do just need to register, and you can watch that live, or there will be you can watch it not live, whatever, a rebroadcast of it after the event. I forgot the date. That will be in the YouTube description of this video. So don't forget to register for that. Also, with it being October 1st of 2024, Stampin' Up! Has issued a sale on their kits. So their kits are up to 30% off. Some are 30 and some are a little less. But if you enjoy these kits, now is a great time to pick those up. And there's a few of my favorites in there as well that I've done previous videos on, like the birthday organizing kit. It was there last I looked, and I think I've done the kaleidoscope and some others, especially if there's the birthday kit. I did several videos on that. So let me switch to hands down so I can share with you the upcoming paper pumpkin kit. So you put this away. This is the sleeve, and here's the rest of my goodies, which I have quite a bit to do. September has been a busy month for myself, and I realize I'm getting these out later than I normally do, and I do apologize. I try to get them as quickly as I can. But anyway, the subscription period is going on now for the October paper pumpkin kit called Nest of Christmas. And I think this one is going to be beautiful. I do love the little image they give us there. And it is going to coordinate with the Nest of Winter Suite. Now, this is the stamp set. The suite collection is 164072. I know the suite is unavailable because there's some twine that's not available. And a part of that suite is also the Birchwood 3D embossing folder. Now, as you can see here, compared to my 8.5 by 11 sheet, this is another one of those large embossing folders, so it will require you to have the big die cut and emboss machine, and it's called the Birchwood. The item number for it is 164069. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm having trouble with a tickle in my throat, so if I have to cough or clear my throat, I do apologize for that, and I'm just going to do my best to get through the video without too much disruption. Okay, also going on now is the new set of add-on dies for Paper Pumpkin. You do have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to order these. The item number is 165639 and includes this nice tag, a Merry Sentiment die, and this nice fern, which I'm going to show today in one of my alternatives. And I believe you can still get the add-on dies for this quarter, which includes this great leaf that I've used. I did use I've used them all, and will probably continue to use them all as needed. And the item number for it is 164991. So if you'd like to pick those up, I do appreciate it. And I have a new host code for October. So if you do not have a demonstrator, I would appreciate your support using the host code with this order. All right, let's get started. Now, I had a little boo-boo earlier with the video. I thought it was going, but it was not. So I'm going to walk you through what I did so far. Luckily, I caught it pretty soon. So what I did is I took one of these envelopes, okay, and I did open it up, and you can see I still have the Night and Navy piece left over. And you know what? That would look good if you didn't have any copper clay cardstock, but I didn't use that. So you're going to take a tiny little cut off each side, and then I did cut the flap just off the score line, okay? And then you can cut a little off each side, all right, like trim here and here. And then I did go ahead and trim that off so it was a rectangle. So the one I'm going to show you that's finished, I did use the other envelope. It has these beautiful leaves. Let me get that out to show you. So from the one I already finished as inspiration, you'll see that envelope. So let me put these up so they don't go missing. Things seem to go missing in my craft room, and I love using these envelopes to try to keep things tidy, and I'll explain that as we go along. Okay, so I mounted that to a 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 piece of Cajun Craze. And I do apologize. My last videos, I think I kept saying crushed curry, or I could have said copper clay, but this is Cajun Craze. So hopefully that made sense when you saw the color of which one it was. Now, as a sentiment, since my last video, I ordered this great stamp set right here. I love all the font, first of all, is beautiful, and I love the fall sentiments. Grateful for you, change can be beautiful. Have a perfectly lovely day. This is a nice leaf, and it also has the slice of wood that you could use, as well as some wheat. So I did just get the stamp set, and the stamp set item number is 164174. So if that's something you'd like to pick up, I thought I'd just share that. And then I'm going to show you the beautiful labels that it makes. Now, I pre-stamped this on a label using Early Espresso ink, and these dies are the Nested Essential dies. You can see here I like to store mine in the original envelope that that Stampin' Up! Sends them with. I do put my name on it because I have income classes, so they don't get mixed up. I do go ahead and write the name here because I store them where I can see what it is. It's kind of like that. And then the item number for this is 161597. So it's a great set of labels with all of them that have some stitching on it. So that's what I used for this. Now, I wanted to put a tree here, and I'm using, much like I did my previous video, I showed you how you can make a tree with your May of 2024 stamp set that came this tree. And I showed how I colored this. So if you, I'll kind of explain it, but if you want to see it, go check out my previous video. So I first stamped it. I used my stamp positioning tool, my Stamparatus, and I inked up just the tree part in pumpkin pie, stamped that, opened it up, cleaned it, and then tried to ink just the base of the tree with Early Espresso, stamped it, and then I went in with a marker and drew some branch lines there. And then I went in with the little, this other piece, I call it extra leaves or grass, whatever you were using it for. And I went in with some Cajun Craze to give it like changing color. So let me hold that up, see if you can see that. Okay, so that's what we can use here. Of course, I would put them up on dimensionals. So I'll show you what I do when I'm making my cards, of how I determine what. I kind of just set everything down, put a little scrap piece of dimensionals under there and under here to see if I like it. And that's what I would go with. So let me show you the one I did ahead of time. And I really like this one. I shared this bundle set. It is right here. It is the Frosted Forest bundle number 164137. Now this bundle includes stamps, dies, and a mask. And I showed how quick and easy it is to make this beautiful two-colored tree using that set. So it's going to be one that I'm hoping has some nice Christmas trees maybe we can bring in with the next kits or so through our November and December. I did add a leaf here that I've added to the tag. So that is probably how I would make those. I just always like to show how to make it with a paper pumpkin kit. So I hope you like these videos, and I'm sorry that I didn't make it completely from scratch. I started this video and I was going along and I looked over and my computer was off. So I'm not sure what happened there. All right, let me set this aside. All right, and then let's start the next set. Now, I was having a mental block using the tree slice for my alternatives. So I did use some inspiration from online. That's the great thing about our Paper Pumpkin community. If you go to Paper Pumpkin fan page on Facebook or maybe Instagram, I get to look at the Paper Pumpkin demonstrator group on Facebook, and I did get some inspiration for this card. Okay, I had to go get my note. It's Michelle, and I'm not sure how to say this last name, Diussa. So thank you for sharing this on the demonstrator page is where I saw it. It helped me use the back side of the wood card base. But I'm going to start with the front side. I have just a simple alternative you can do with that, because I try to use everything, and there is this cute little snail. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you my finished card. I did trim this down to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 like I normally do. And then I thought, you know how people will burn wordings into wood? That's kind of what I was going for here. I used a hello from a Paper Pumpkin kit in case you've been a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And that one is from Pick of the Crop. I tend to go to this one a lot because it has the fruit, some nice sentiments. I did use the lavender here in the January kit. So, and then I went through my stash and just looked up all kinds of dies that I had that I could make additional leaves with, because I wanted to use the leaves in the kit on my next video. So this was my my basic card that I came up with. So I hope you kind of enjoy that and kind of get the feel that the sentiment was burned into the wood with early espresso. And I did stamp that twice, so it would be nice and deep. But let me share with you the one inspired by Michelle. So again, I dug through all my dies because there is a nice fall set with die leaves in the online store. But I went through and I grabbed all kinds of leaf dies. This one is from Cheerful Daisies. These are from Thoughtful Expressions. This one is from Textured Floral. And this one is from the Countryside, not the Birdhouse, but the Countryside Flowers. And then this is the Fern in the add-on die. So I did bring that in. So I just took all these dies, and notice when I'm cutting a bunch of different ones, I like to store them on a magnet sheet so that they don't go missing. And then I can put them in their respective cases, and I keep the cases out on my desk so that I can put those back in. So I went and I cut a whole bunch of different colors of fall colors with those leaves. Here they are. So that I could get started layering the leaves. All right, so for this, you're going to need a thick white card base, and there's one of the leaves from the kit. I may add that to this one. And then I used the back side of that timber piece, okay, that we're going to layer down this way. And this is going to be a horizontal card. So you can decide which way you like it. I kind of like it like that. I don't know why. All right, and then you can just go and cut a whole bunch of your leaves. I did use 2 leaves from the kit, these larger leaves, a red one and a multicolored one. So that gave a nice start to layering your leaves. Now, if you don't have a bunch of these dies and you have paper pumpkin stamp sets, there have been many leaves that you could stamp and cut out to use to make this. I like using my supplies. I spend good hard money on them. So I'm just going to lay this out kind of like I would adhere them and then show you the finished card. So you can see that was in this is in Early Espresso. Actually, I need to start with this big one. Now, this was my whole reason I bought this set. I just love this detail die. Let me show you on a piece of white paper. Isn't that gorgeous? So I thought that would make a nice big back to start with. Okay, and then we're going to have these leaves coming in from the sides. And then just build a nice arrangement. So I'm trying to follow what I did over here. They get all tangled up as well in here. So I have extras for my next set that I'm going to do this way as well. So while I was cutting, I went ahead and made multiples. All right, this leaf I love from the textured floral dies. And then I did say I brought it in the fern and that. And then just add some different leaves as we go along. Okay, so I would glue those. I didn't want to take the time, your time to watch me glue each piece, but that's the basic idea. Is just grab a whole bunch of them, make an arrangement, and then I have a sentiment that I'm going to share and stamp with you today. So it is from that set that I showed earlier. I'll put it over here. The autumn stamp set. Anyway, they're on my Stamparatus, so I can just grab for those. Now, I want to share I don't remember if I shared this or not. So, if you know me, I did not get enough deluxe mats because I like to keep my stuff on plates and then I can bring this in. So, this is some page dividers, and I've added this to my favorite things. Or I do actually have an Amazon storefront as well. So, if you go to Amazon, /shop/RobinsCreations. That's maybe an easier way to shop if you're interested in these. Anyway, I cut this, it's a 3-ring binder divider, and I cut it down to 7 3/8 by 7 3/8. I did leave the tab just so it'd be easier for me to pick up. But you can see I have all those stamps from that stamp set here, and I've aligned them up with a cut file. Now, I have some sad news to share about my cut files. I think all of those that have gone to my Etsy shop and enjoyed the cut files. However, I got a little email from the Stampin' Up! Police, and apparently that is against their copyright policy for me to include a cut file with their images that are copyrighted, even though they're not pre-stamped. If it traced along the image, they said that was in violation of the copyright. The good news is I can still make them with the sentiments, so I will include that on my Etsy shop. So there's just a few. I dropped everything down to in stock of 1. So if one of those are in your cart, you might want to grab them up now. I do plan to offer these like I have here that I'm going to use with you. So I'm sad about that news. I know several of you are disappointed with that. So hopefully soon there will be some loosening of that policy, because I know a lot of you don't want a fussy cut. I don't either. So I do have a scan and cut, and I was able to make SVG files. I did enjoy making those for you while I could, but I guess all good things come to an end at some point. So I'm going to ink this one up in Early Espresso. All right, and let's hope I got a good image. If not, I'll do it again. You know, that's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna risk that it got off any. So you can see I made a nice shape of the fonts, which I can still do. So I will continue to put those out. I have also considered with my PDF, starting with the September kit, I'm going to include the printout that I use to make my sleeves. So it will just be a JPEG in there that you can download and print off. I print 2 on an 8.5 by 11, so it will include the 2, and you can just do one front and back. So starting with the August kit, I'm going to do that. All right, so here's our sentiment, and that's on very vanilla, by the way, just to give it a fall feel. Okay, and then I did want to add some ribbon. Now you can decide. The one I'm going to show you, it goes all the way across down the bottom here. You could do a little swaddle of ribbon underneath your sentiment, but I would put that up on dimensional. So I thought this was the best alternative I've seen so far using this wood base. Like I said, I was having a very hard mental block of what to do with that base. So I really like that. Let me show you the finished one all glued down and the ribbon on there. So it's right here. So I did appreciate all the detail that gives to the wood. Actually makes it a nice backing. So I hope you've enjoyed that card. And so that's what I have to share with you today. So it's kind of a short video, but that did use all the card bases. So I will continue to go through the brain and see. Oh, I forgot this little one from the other one. I'll just stick it in here and adhere it later. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I'm really looking forward to the Nest of, what is that one called? Nests of Winter, Nest of Christmas stamp set. So our paper pumpkin kit, today is the 1st. So we've got quite a bit of time before we receive those. So my goal between that time is to try to use all the supplies, making my alternates, and I did get behind with the last August kit, so I still need to finish that. So that's what I hope to do. If I come up with any more alternatives, I will be sure to share. And don't forget, there are links. If you go to my YouTube main page and see my face, there are links, and in there are links to my Amazon store, my Etsy shop, as well as the Stampin' Up! Online store, where you can shop 24/7 for any products you would like to add to your craft room. And again, I do encourage you, you've spent your good money, much like I have, look through your stash, see what dies or stamps you may have to bring back to life to use in your alternatives. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a great day. So until my next video, we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.